The Hamilton era at Ferrari has well and truly begun, with a 7-time world champion taking to the Ferrari test track to drive his first ever laps in one of the Scuderia's F1 cars. He was greeted at the track by hordes of tifosi, who are convinced that Hamilton will bring the team glory once again and will return them to the levels that Schumacher once took them to. There is a long way to go for the 7-time champion before then though, and he has a lot of work to do to get himself and Ferrari into championship-winning form. Today, I'll check out how Hamilton's first few days in Maranello went and how Ferrari are preparing him for a title charge this season, so don't go anywhere. The first week of Hamilton's new job is coming to an end and the scale of work will be starting to become clear. While the move to Ferrari may be fulfilling a dream for him, replicating the success of Schumacher won't be easy. And make no mistake of it, that is the expectation of the tifosi, and that is the standard that he will be compared to. It's easy to remember the Schumacher era at Ferrari as a perfect world of unlimited success, but it took Michael and the dream team of engineers and race staff that came to the team with him 4 years to find success. It wasn't until his 5th season that he won the individual title either. The reason that Ferrari have failed to find success in almost 2 decades isn't because they're missing a world-class driver. Both Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso have tried and failed to bring Ferrari a title, and Leclerc's no slouch either. One driver, no matter how incredible, cannot offset the deficits of a team. Hamilton will know this, of course. He beat Alonso and Vettel to the driver's title during their stints at Ferrari. With that in mind, Hamilton will know the hard work is only just beginning, but that hasn't stopped him from enjoying his first week with the team. Hamilton says he has realized his dream, and his first official day at Ferrari marked a new era in the history of this iconic team. Don't get the tifosi's expectations too high, Lewis. There are some days that you know you'll remember forever, and today, my first as a Ferrari driver is one of those days, he said in a post on Instagram. I've been lucky enough to have achieved things in my career I never thought possible, but part of me has always held on to that dream of racing in red. I couldn't be happier to realize that dream today. Today, we start a new era in the history of this iconic team, and I can't wait to see what story we will write together. His first trip out in a Ferrari happened on Wednesday when the 7-time world champion completed 30 laps of Ferrari's Fiorano test track in cold, damp conditions in a 2023 Ferrari F1 car. The track was surrounded by Ferrari fans who had been taking their places at the circuit hours before the sun was even considering coming up. Hamilton said, "When I started the car up and drove through that garage door, I had the biggest smile on my face. It reminded me of the very first time I tested a Formula 1 car. It was such an exciting and special moment, and here I am, almost 20 years later, feeling those emotions all over again. I already knew from the outside how passionate the Ferrari family is, from everyone in the team to the tifosi. But to now witness it firsthand as a Ferrari driver has been awe-inspiring. That passion runs through their veins, and you can't help but be energized by it. I'm so grateful for the love I felt from everyone in Maranello this week. We have a lot of work to do, but I can't wait to get started." Hamilton finished his running just before lunch, and Charles Leclerc headed out in the afternoon for 14 laps. It is a Ferrari tradition to get their drivers out onto the track very early in the year to shake off the dust from a winter away from motorsport. They believe it helps settle everyone into the season and focus their minds on the upcoming races. The SF23, Ferrari's 2023 F1 car, which finished 3rd in the Constructors' Championship, is the most recent car that Hamilton is allowed to drive under F1's testing restrictions. Lewis is also expected to test at Spain's Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya in the coming weeks, before experiencing the team's 2025 model at its launch on the 19th of February. Before I fill you in on what Ferrari have planned for him over the coming weeks, if you enjoy the content we bring and want to catch all the news in the run-up to the 2025 F1 season, then press the like button and subscribe to F1 Reverse. After 3 years of bringing you all the latest on Formula 1, we're closing in on 100,000 subscribers. So thank you very much to everyone who's been a part of that. One of the biggest jobs for Hamilton in his first week of the team is going to be getting comfortable with his new race engineer. After over 10 years of having Peter Bonington as his race engineer, Lewis is going to have to get used to a new voice in his ear. His new race engineer will be Riccardo Adami, who was previously Carlos Sainz's engineer. Adami worked with Sainz for the past 4 years, and before that with the 4-time champion Sebastian Vettel. As well as getting comfortable with Adami, he's also going to have to work on getting to know the Ferrari systems. Modern F1 engines are all 1.6-litre V6 turbo hybrids with sophisticated energy recovery systems and complicated control processes, many of which are operated by the driver in the cockpit. Although the multiple power and performance modes of the various engines are all designed to do similar functions, each manufacturer has different software and operating procedures, with drivers requiring time to become familiarized. Those systems will also be controlled in different ways from the steering wheel, meaning the muscle memory that Hamilton has built after tens of thousands of miles driving for Mercedes will need overriding. With limited time allowed to test previous cars, Hamilton is going to have to do something he doesn't enjoy to get used to his new team's systems. Ferrari has embarked on an ambitious program to erase Hamilton's Mercedes memories, utilizing the team's state-of-the-art simulator to reprogram his driving style. The goal is to help him shed any ingrained Mercedes driving habits and adapt to the unique characteristics of the Ferrari car. Sources within Ferrari claim that the team has been deliberately tweaking suspension calibrations, engine maps, and load levels to challenge Hamilton and push him out of his comfort zone. The approach aims to mentally eliminate the spurious effects and sensations that are provided by hydraulic actuators, controlled by profoundly different mathematical models. Ferrari already have an operational model of their 2025 car in the simulator, so fortunately for Hamilton, he'll be doing his virtual testing in the team's new car, not an older one. Ferrari will be conducting detailed briefings with Hamilton both before and after each simulator session. These sessions aim to gather his feedback and better understand his preferences regarding setup and vehicle dynamics. It will be a long road for Hamilton and a very, very busy preseason, but he and the team will be hoping the hard work now will pay off come the 16th of March and the first race in Australia. And they need to work hard because with almost 2 months to wait until that first race, after a year of anticipation building, the hype in Italy is growing to uncontrollable levels. Sky Italia journalist Vicky Perea has spoken about what the atmosphere in Italy and around Ferrari is like at the moment. While she and many others in the Italian media expected there to be plenty of hype, it's taken them by surprise just how excited Ferrari fans are ahead of the 2025 season. Vicky was asked about the turnout to Hamilton's first test and what it means about the tifosi's view towards him, and she said, "Well, everybody's so excited, and it actually surprised all of us, even us from Sky Italy. I mean, people have been here since 5 in the morning, waiting here, keeping their place, and it's just been a really good atmosphere, like a party and everybody just really getting excited for the season. I think with a good end of the season also with Ferrari that gave high hopes, and then there's been a lot of waiting. Because this announcement came on the 1st of February last year, so I mean the tifosi have had to wait quite a lot of time before this could actually happen. While this may be a dream come true and a fairy tale move for Hamilton, he has to be aware of the pressure that is building around him. Nothing will stop the expectations from building at this point. Will anything short of a championship count as success, or is this first season doomed to be a disappointment? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and until next time, drive safe and bye for now.